This game is in danger. Hello everybody, it's Nightside again, and welcome to another one of my voiceover video clips. Today, this is going to start a discussion on the game Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, released in 2011. Modern Warfare 3 was the successor and final story installment for the Modern Warfare series. Not counting Modern Warfare Remastered that was released a couple years ago, Modern Warfare 3 was the final story in the numbered trilogy of Modern Warfare. Following the extra modes that was featured in Modern Warfare 2, survival and, special ops and multiplayer. And to be honest, the multiplayer scene when I first played Modern Warfare 3 on my 360 several years ago was actually one of the more lively multiplayer scenes that I have ever witnessed in a Call of Duty game, if you do not count the Black Ops games. Honestly, Modern Warfare 3 had in my opinion, one of the best multiplayer scenes of the decade for a Call of Duty game. But this game has been in some serious danger lately. Let's start with the more simple matters. When it comes to the multiplayer, it's actually pretty vacant. The footage you are seeing right now is the first clip here. This is a free-for-all match on the free DLC map Terminal, which was based on the scene in Modern Warfare 2 where Makarov causes a large massacre in an airport. The second clip you guys will see is like midway through. That is also a free-for-all match on the map Hard Hat. I will say this much. When it comes to the multiplayer on console, it's relatively barren. It's pretty much a waste, which kind of upsets me, because, like I said, even though my opinion may be pretty biased, Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer needs to be revived somehow. And not just on console, on PC as well. Those that are unaware of the PC situation, people have gotten their hands on aiming cheats, hacks, and other clients. Much like the problem in TF2 at the moment, on PC it's apparently worse in the earlier Call of Duty games released as of or before, after 2000. Now, I haven't played the multiplayer on PC yet, but that is primarily because I prefer to stick to the console, considering it is harder to manipulate. But regardless, the multiplayer scene for Modern Warfare 3 needs to be revived. It takes around 15 minutes to find a single match in any game mode, and the only two game modes that are pretty much viable at this point in time are Team Deathmatch and Free-for-all. And to be fair, that's actually pretty mediocre for a game of this caliber. So there are a few things that I would like to touch on regarding the multiplayer scene. One is for players that haven't played it in a while, don't have copies anymore, or just pretty much stopped playing. I recommend that you open the game. Now, because there's tons of new faces. There's several new faces in the multiplayer scene. I'm just recently getting back to it. As well as and I will touch on a couple things that should happen with the multiplayer for Modern Warfare 3 on its own. primarily, I would like to mention the fact that the Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer on PC and on console needs to heavily rely on Activision and Infinity Ward. Though I mean this primarily for PC, because if Infinity Ward and Activision work together on trying to solve the problem with Microsoft, and Valve, and especially Valve, I feel like on PC it would gross a lot more money. And personally, $40 is kind of expensive for wanting to just play Special Ops and the campaign. And to be pretty exact on things, why don't Infinity Ward and Activision do something like community servers, like what Battlefield 4 does? Now I really hate to bring this up when it comes to Call of Duty compared to Battlefield, but if Activision and Infinity Ward, along with Microsoft, work together to create a community server package, this game would be twice as safe as it is now. The people that own the game on Steam, I bet they would love to get back into multiplayer, but they can't do that if the people who created the game can't successfully maintain the servers and keep them safe, and keep them cleansed of people who don't actually deserve to play it, such as people who have assisted aim cheats as well as a couple other things downloaded. Because, I mean, it's on a computer. What else can you expect from the internet? Because there are websites that have stuff like this that people can buy. That's what people do with games like Grand Theft Auto Online and even Team Fortress. People buy this stuff just so they can perform somewhat illegal acts in video games. And another thing with community servers is that I know that the community is amazingly strong. The community is amazingly strong, and they can keep themselves held together. If there were community servers, the community would be hardcore. In keeping their servers clean, safe, and fun. Now, I don't know how much this will affect. I don't know how much this could impact the console scene. But honestly, the console scene needs a lot of new blood. Without the new blood, this game is just pretty much doomed. Now, I have heard some rumors that there is a Modern Warfare 3 remaster coming out, probably just for a campaign remaster, and if not just a campaign remaster, a whole remaster for the entire game, such as remaster for Spec Ops and remaster for multiplayer. Which, honestly, I would like to see that. Though, of course, you know what they say, nothing beats the original. And with Modern Warfare 3 being one of my most played Call of Duty games, I personally, I mean, sure, I like seeing people that are veterans still play it, but honestly, their skill makes it really hard for new players to get into the grind. Which is why I feel that there needs to be appropriate matchmaking. But there can't be appropriate matchmaking with there only being around 36 players in total that play the game. There are around 36 players. That is 3 team deathmatch lobbies. And the server browser, when searching for a game online, can handle 50 lobbies. That is really understaffed. But now, if this game had less problems, that player count could probably be higher and then some.
UAV recon ready for deployment. UAV recon standing by. UAV online.
And again, my opinion may be pretty biased towards this game, as it is one of my favorites, but I am trying to push all of my bias aside and try to help my own fellow players and sportsmen in reviving one of the best Call of Duty games of the last decade. Later on in this month, probably, you guys will see me talk a bit about the Modern Warfare 3 the rumored Modern Warfare 3 remaster. And if I do that, you will find the video in the description once I get that done. If not, you will actually see it in the playlist of voiceover videos. What I'm doing is I'm putting all those in one playlist. That way, anyone can see what can get all the news they want, if they need to. But I will say that Modern Warfare 3, just to put it bluntly, Modern Warfare 3 needs its players back. And Infinity Ward and Activision need to get back together with Microsoft to try and revive one of their best-selling games.